We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
We play to win. Let's go.
Yellow.
Coming this way. Here we go.
On first down, Mahomes. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm coming.
They go play fake. Mahomes dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it'll be second down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Now it's Mahomes again. Got his man. It's Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. 43 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Yellow.
Check, 47. Push him back.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco. Advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a big...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
But you've been around me a long time now. You know on second and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on third. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 6-0 our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now here's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 77 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What did we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
He's got a man, complete. A big pickup of 38.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game, because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. He finds Robinson. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
We want it. Come to my world.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally gets stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This one fielded at the 5. Oh, what a move.
Come on, baby.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They fake the give. Now wins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And the pressure gets to him again. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the grab. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end. The intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Go, go, go.
Now it's Mahomes again. It's complete to Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is caught. Watkins. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First throw now for the backup McCown. On the move to his left. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyron. Matthew.
My boy.